back and relax and enjoy another episode of J&C Fix and Play.
So today we are doing a video on collecting for the Nintendo Wii U, and you know, I'm a big fan of the Wii U. I actually regret getting rid of my original system, and in terms of collecting for Nintendo, it's one of the few systems where you have a very small amount of games that you can still get relatively cheap, even though that is starting to change. If you guys like follow eBay prices and stuff, I kind of got into the video game collecting again when my son got a little bit old enough and wanted to start playing with me. You know, because he would see me play on Nintendo Switch and he'd want to join in. And from that point on, we just kind of jumped Nintendo 64 and the Wii U. And I thought the Wii U was the best choice to get him started. Mainly because, number one, obviously, up to 4 players can play. It does play the original Wii games. And there's some pretty cool stuff like the original Wii U controller. Huge fan of this controller. And if you can find the ones by Nintendo still, they are starting to go up in price. But I think I paid like $20 for this one. And I think the other one I got for like $25, which was good prices at that point in time. I'm actually gonna be doing a video on this one because this button right here is sticking on the R button, so we gotta take care of that. But realistically, I'll post a link up in the corner here for the Wii U system console bundle that I purchased from GameStop. I bought that last March, I believe it was, give or take a month. And at that point in time, I think I paid like $120, $130. Came with some games, and it came with the console, and I did a whole video on how it looked. But at that point in time, that's what they were going for with games. Now, if you check eBay prices, you're looking at about like $179, all the way up to $200 just for the console without the game. So the prices are starting to go up. But you know, this is one of those systems where there's not a whole lot of games. So if you really wanted a complete set, you could do that. And this is really just to show what I was able to amass over the last almost a year, so the last 11 months. And then obviously you got, you know, we'll start with 2 of the fighting games on the system. We got Smash Brothers and Pokken Tournament, and both these games came with, you know, they're complete. They even came with the amiibo card. And these 2 came with the system. So these are part of like my bundle, but that's 2 systems, 2 games down for the system. And what I try to look for is like some of like the new games. I try to buy them new since they are still available in certain retailers. You know, obviously you got some of the hits like Wonderful 101. This was just remade for the Switch fairly recently as well, as was the case with a lot of these games. You know, but you know, you gotta take that with a grain of salt because it's still cheaper to buy some of these on the Wii U. So kind of gotta weigh the pros and cons. Am I getting enough out of it to warrant spending the extra money? But Mario Kart 8, probably the most popular game on the system, one of my favorite games and my son's favorite game. You know, I think that I paid like maybe $20 for. Nintendo Land, which I was able to buy brand new. This game I think I paid like $4 for. I got this from eStarland, which was a pretty decent deal at the time. Gotta have some sort of first-person shooter, so we're gonna go Call of Duty Black Ops. Big fan of that. You also got, I think Ghost is on the system as well. I don't have that one yet in my collection, but I probably will look to find it. Once same thing, this is like a $9 game. So if you're a fan of the Black Ops series, why not? Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. This is one of those games that was, this is not in the original case, but I'll be transitioning it. Picked up some blue cases from Nintendo online store, so I can put this in there. But this is one of those games that was remade for the Switch as well, and it's an extremely challenging and fun game. It's just one of those games that, you know, I don't think it got enough credit on the Wii U, or it's one of those gems that people never looked at, but because of the popularity of the Switch, the game kind of blew up. Hyrule Warriors, if you're a fan of these Dynasty Warrior type games or these just repetitive hack and slash, then yeah, by all means, you'll probably love this game. And this game, I think this was like $8 at GameStop for a complete copy of the game. Once again, relatively cheap. You know, obviously for all you Kirby fans out there, this is for the Wii U. I just realized it says Wii on the thing. Way to go, GameStop. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. Kirby games are always great. Some of them do command a premium, but once again, it's one of those games that you can get relatively cheap before they start going up. You know, obviously, I had the first Splatoon. This game, not really a fan of it, but it was just one of those games I thought my son would like. And since I do want to go for a whole complete collection, you know, this is one of the games I had to pick up. But nevertheless, it's a fun game to play. And the way I say, anytime you play a game with your family, it's time well spent. Got something like Zombie U here. This game I had originally when I first got my Wii. I was just a huge fan of it. You know, it's not a Resident Evil type game by any means, but it is fun to play. You know, and I thought it took good use. It made good use of the tablet controller that they had for the system. So let's put that to the side. Obviously, you had Pikmin 3. This just released actually on the Switch. This just came out, I believe it was October actually. Fun game if you're into these. Not my cup of tea, but once again, something that my son loves and something that my son can play. So, but still a great game. And this one, I believe I picked this up for $15. This was used as well. We're gonna start getting into some of the new games here, and these are games I was able to find in retailers that you probably have by you. And this is why I say now is probably the best time to start looking for these games. If you want to collect for the Wii U. But first we'll start with Captain Toad. Once again, it's another game that's on the Switch. However, I paid $15 for this game, brand new. I believe this one came from Walmart. I have a list that I marked down when I pay for them, so I know what if I'm overpaying or not based on what eBay it is. Mighty Number 9. This was $7 at Walmart, this game. And I know this game got shredded for being horrible. I'm a fan of the Mega Man games. I've never played this. It's still sealed, just like Captain Toad. But I figured we're gonna add, if we need the complete set, you gotta add it to the collection. Lego Star Wars. These games are always a blast to play. You know, who doesn't like Star Wars? Who doesn't like Legos? Same thing. I think this one actually I just got from Target recently. I think it was like $14 or $15 or something like that. I had a coupon. Same thing. Another brand new game, Cars 3. You know, my son loves racing games. It's one of those games that he loves the movies, so it made sense to buy it for it. Plus, you need it for the collection if you're going to complete them all. And I think this one was like $11. Darksiders. You know, I know a new game for Darksiders just recently came out last year, which was fun. I did have a good time playing that game. But even being able to pick up something like this, once again, from Walmart's website for $9, I mean, it's a solid game. I mean, you can't really complain about it. Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE. I know this also another game that is on the Switch nowadays, but still nonetheless brand new at Walmart. I paid $21 for this game. You know, so I thought it was worth it. Not really my cup of tea for RPGs, but I've heard good things about it. We'll jump into two at a time and kind of cut back here a little bit. Super Mario 3D. This one actually came with the Wii U console from GameStop. So I didn't really pay anything for this, but I know you can get this game relatively cheap still, even though there is a remake coming out, I think in a month from the time of this video. Bayonetta, just a fun game, especially if you like those hack and slash shooter type games, almost like a Devil May Cry. Always enjoyed that game. Yoshi's. Love Yoshi on the Switch. That's the only reason why I bought this. Never played this prior to that, so never really had a design. But when I saw this after playing the one on the Nintendo Switch, absolutely had to get it for my son and me to play. He's a huge fan of Yoshi. What else we got here? So we got Xenoblade, brand new. Once again, this game was like $19.99. I grabbed it for. You know, checking eBay prices now, this game's actually, I could probably get like $30-35 for it since it is brand new. But you know, I don't know if I'll ever finish this game or even get to opening it, just because I don't know if I wanted to devote 80 hours of my life to a game. That's why I said RPGs are not my fan. I'm not a huge fan of. Legend of Zelda, this is one that I will play again. I did buy this for the Switch when it originally came out. I have not opened this copy yet, but same thing, Walmart, and I believe I paid $31 for this game. And if you check in eBay prices, at the time of this video, they're going for about 45 to 50 bucks new. I think it really depended upon the shipping costs, but huge fan of that. And then finally, Star Fox. I know this game was not as popular as they would be, as it probably should have been, or how fans of the series liked it, but have not gotten to this one yet. I do plan on playing this next. This is a game I've been dying to play. Now this game I actually bought off Amazon for $8. Currently on Amazon this game is $19, and you're talking maybe 5-6 months later. So Wii U game prices are definitely starting to go up. But if you're into collecting, I would say now is the time to probably start, because you can still get some of these games pretty new, and the used games are still relatively cheap for the most part. But I really don't think that in a year from now that's going to be the case, just given the cost of the console, given the cost of like what the games have been doing. I think people are really starting to collect these. I could be wrong, but I still have a long way to go to complete my collection, so I'm going to continue to work on that in 2021. I think for 2020, considering the fact that I started on this collection and then also working on Nintendo 64, I think it was a pretty good start. Why don't you guys leave a comment, tell me if I should get a game, if you guys think I missed one that I don't have in my collection yet, if there's one I need to go buy today, let me know. Hit that subscribe button if you guys want to see more videos. Do hit that like button, just leave a comment, go have some fun, play some video games, and spend time with your family. Have a good one, everyone.